Hi, my name is Catherine Roseland, here with Board Game Geek TV at Spiel 2013. I'm sitting here with Silvio Negri Clementi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
From Strategy Libre Games.
Yep.
Strata Libre Games.
Strata Libre.
And we're going to talk about their new game, Venetia.
Venetia. That's a new game from Strata Libre. The designers are Francesco Nepitello and Marco Maggi, that are two great Italian designers, already made great games like War of the Rings, like Marvel Superheroes board game, Conan board game, and One Ring role-playing game. So they know how to make a great game. That is a game for 2 to 4 players. It's about history of the Republic of Venice. Of course, the designers knows very well the history of Venice because they live in Venice.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a
so they have a good starting point.
Yes, and the illustrator, that is Matteo Alemanno, he is also a Venetian and he works with French comics markets. So,
fantastic.
Yeah, and I think
a beautiful board.
They made a great work on the boards and on the cards. So first of all, I want to introduce Francesco Nepitello and Marco Maggi in person.
Fantastic.
So the illustrators wanted to create the portrait of the two guys, and they also make me a joke. So
fantastic.
I have cards also for me.
Very
anyway,
nice, like this.
These cards represent people from families from Venice. So the players are one of 4 important families, historical families from Venice. The deck of cards are the same for all the players. Each characters have a number, as you can see, from 1 to 6. Okay, so you need these guys because before starting the play, you have to elect the Doge.
Okay.
The Doge was a sort of a king of, was not really a king because this was a republic, but it was a sort of a pope, king.
A leader of some kind, yeah.
A leader from the important families of Venice. So the first thing that we have to do is to find our leader in the game.
Okay.
So how we can do that? You see here in the board, there are the colors of the 4 families that are the same that you can find on the back of the cards, of course. Thanks. First of all, you have to choose one of your character. It's going to be made by secret. So you choose your character and you put in this place. So this is what you want to be the first Doge for your family. Also, at the beginning of the game, each player will receive 3 cards of these decks that you can use in 2 different ways in the game. Now we are looking at the coins on the back on the bottom of the cards.
So here there's 1 and here there's 2?
Yes. During the game, you will use the coins or the text you have in the cards. The text you have in the cards affect the rules, of course.
So you have to choose which one you want to go with.
Before starting the game, you're going to choose if you keep 2 of these and which one you want to put for the election. So you are paying to become a Doge. So for example, we take this one and for my election, and we'll put here. So all the players will do the same, of course. So they will choose one character and with a card, and the same for all the families. When we have done that, we are going to see how many points each players have to become elected. And you count the number plus the coins. Okay? So that is 8, that is 5, that is 8. So it depends on the tiebreaker. We can start with this Doge. Okay? So this family has this Doge. Since we are playing in we are playing to 2 to 4. Let's say that we are playing in, we need another one of these. Somewhere is here. Let's say that we are playing 3. We'll have 3 tokens on these cards. This is a number of round that these cards, it will stay as a Doge.
Ah,
okay?
all right. And then after those 3 rounds are over, we'll elect a new one.
A new one. So you have to pay attention on the cards you have in your hand, because when you made an election and you put number 5, for example, and you have not been elected, it's burned.
Ah.
So these cards never come back. The only
even
one,
if you didn't win the election?
Yes, even if you don't win the election. The only one that can back in your hand will be number 1.
Ah.
Okay. So now we have a Doge. This Doge is Pietro Gradenigo. That was very important historical figure in the history of Venice. He will be Doge for 3 rounds. And we have these great tokens that you put, if you want, in the head of the Doge. Okay, this was the head of the Doge. Now we can start the game.
Yeah.
Okay, how is function? All the players work together to expand the power and the strength of the Republic of Venice in the Mediterranean Sea. The game represents 1,000 years of life of the Republic of Venice, from 800 to 1,800, when Napoleon came and sold Venice to the Austrians.
There's anything to set up?
You start from Venetia, of course, and you have to go around in the sea. How it works? We have a dice here. That is a system that Francesca and Marco have used also in the other games like Conan and War of the Rings. So you roll the dice, you have a dice pool with action points that each player can use.
So you choose one?
Yes, you choose one and we will see what happens. You see there are 3 different colors with 3 different characters. These dice represent military action. The brown represent political actions, and the gold one are commercial actions. They work in different ways.
And they can be seen by the figures that are there.
Yeah. So let's say that I'm a starter player. I took the commercial dice that with 3. That means they have 3 action points to spend. Action points could be also say that there are 3 cubes. First of all, I have to sail from Venice, that you know that is an island, so I can go through land. I have to sail in the sea and get the control of the sea if I want to go somewhere. You see there that this part of the sea there is number 1. That means that for Venice to control this part of the sea, you need just 1 cube.
Ah, whereas here you would need 2 and 4.
Yeah, here you need 4 and 5 here. So now this part of the sea is controlled by Venice. All the players can sail through this sea for free.
Because it's controlled by Venice.
Because we work for the same republic.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So I spend 1 point here, and now with the commercial action means that I can put wooden pieces in different towns that are in the same area.
So you use your first cube to take control, and then your next 2 cubes to take control of the towns nearby.
How is function the brown one? This is political. So if I had 3 points, I have to put 3 points, all the cubes in the same place.
Okay.
This is the difference.
So this one you can spread out, whereas this one you consolidate your power in one place.
The military works in different way. You have 3 times you can go through these tokens. The tokens are different, have different values. So you can be lucky or unlucky, but could be very strong. So for example, this is 1 action, but was not good. I can go for another time.
You have a much better...
So I can put two cubes where I decide to attack. And third action is one more cube. At the end, I had made the same kind of results of this one, but you have to use the grains, for example, to defeat the pirates during the game, for example.
So these can only be taken by military, they cannot be taken by this one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
One more thing. You see that these tokens have nothing on the background.
Whereas this one has
have something. That is a casus belli. That means a reason for a war. So something happened bad at the time.
So it means that someone is going to react to it.
Yeah, that is done. So the action is completed. We are to turn around these cards. We have 3 different shields. Is for a different period of the game because we have 3 different periods. So we are going to read just the first line. That is written that we have a kingdom in Sicily. So we should look for the right. We can change also the cards if we want it. Anyway, we can look for the right
shield, basically.
And we are going to put
in Sicily.
In Tirreno. You see the colors of the cards. It's the same of the colors of the Tirreno here. So from now, this part of the board, of the map, is controlled by this empire. You can't do anything here if you have not find a way to work or cooperate or trade
so you have to
with
start
these people.
trading and
that means that you have to spend 1 cube to send away this counter.
Now, if 2 of these had come up with a, if 2 of them had come, would you have to turn 2 cards over?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
On these street cards, there are our information, like this here. That means that in Mare Libico will appear the pirates, and they have to be defeated
using
by
the military
dice. Okay. And for the next period, you can see on the cards, for example, on the second period, we have another kingdom with a little cross. That is another mechanism in the game. That means that this pawn here is going down, going to the white ones.
Towards the white one, yes.
Yes. The white ones go up every time Venice get some kind of control and power. Like in this way, go up from 1 because we get control of Venice. Every time we get control in another part of the sea, it go up.
And each time we get another, these will go down.
Go down.
So what happens when they meet in the middle?
There are 3 periods, as I told you. The first one is when the white pawns came on with these white dots.
This one here.
And then now we have to score the points.
Okay.
There is another period when the black one pass the white ones.
Yeah.
We score another time. And we score a 4th time when the black dot come here.
Okay.
So we have 3 periods, we have 3 times scoring and counting the points on the boards.
All right, so this is just a way of keeping track of when to score.
Timing track, if we can say.
And to decide how you go through the different periods of the game.
Yeah. So how we can make points? We have to tell you that when we put at least the number of the cubes on the towns, Venice get the control of the town. So for this town, if you put 3 cubes, you get control. I mean, Venice get control, and the player with more cubes put his own podesta pawn. That means that here Venice is very powerful, and that means also that the white pawns go up from 1. So every time we have a lion on the board, and every time like this lion or like this lion, the white pawn go up.
Yes.
In the same way, every time you lose, because you can lose lions from the map,
then the white goes down.
Down. Okay. So, as I told you, when there is 3 cubes for a city with 3, the
whoever has
player
the majority
get the control.
Yes.
The same is for for the city with 4. When you get 4, Venice get control, but there is no majority, no control. You can try to work and put more cubes during the game, but when there is on the board more than 6 cubes for each city, it starts a revolt.
Ah, there's too much.
Too much. So you can have a situation where you have this one. We have 3 white, 1 yellow, 2 red. So even if you are working to have a great Venice on the world, you are competing for the power for that city. In this way, the white should be the pedestal of the city, but there are too many people, too many political Venetians there or military forces, so the city revolts. And that means that 1 cube for each color will be destroyed.
Ah,
In this case, Venice will not have any control anymore.
okay.
Just 3 cubes on the map. So, coming back how to count the points. You count the points. Of course, the podesta, this pawn on the board is very powerful. So that is 2 victory points. When you have the lion on the city with 4, these are 3 victory points. Every time you have 1 cube on a different color on the map, is 1 point.
Okay.
Doesn't care if you have 2 in the same place. It's just, in this situation, are 3 points. These are 2 points.
Okay.
Last things is about the control of the major cities. If you have, let's say you control here this colony that is in, I don't see the name, Candia. Okay. The red player had the control of the city, so he has his own lion on the board, and also he will get victory points with the same number of dots there is on the board. So in this case, the red player has 1 point from here, 2 points from this major city, and 3 points from the lion. Total 6 points. And you make these every free period.
Yep.
And at the end will be also a final election of the Doge, and the last powerful Doge will transform the points in victory points.
Ah, all right.
And I think that this is the total game. There are
So-
other ways to make points, like these tiles that give you victory points, or through these cards.
They also
that
give you points.
Give you points in some way.
So how long will a game typically last?
1 hour and a half. It's
A little longer the first time you play it.
Yes, of course, because you have to understand how the strategy works.
And how many players can you play?
2 to 4.
Between 2 and 4 players. Well, thank you very much. That's Venetia from Strata Libre Games.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much.
And from Passport in the United States,
Passport in the
and
United
Devere
States.
in Spain, and Giochi Uniti in Italy.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you again. All right.